We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. You look at Detroit.
And when these two teams meet, it doesn't matter what the standings look like. They are out for blood in this one.
Yeah, you love it when you have these kind of games. Two teams evenly matched and going at it.
It's stolen by Duren. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. They get it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Castle.
Good work by Duren. He has a lot of little moves in there.
And Greg, for longtime Pistons fans, that Bad Boys era was so special.
I mean, Detroit's a tough, hard-working town, and those teams did have great talent led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style of play that made them the Bad Boys.
Here's Castle. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Howland gets it to go.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Castle misses. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Outside Hill. Pass to Holland. Here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
A slow start here for Orlando in this one. Looking for the first basket of the game. McGrady. Out left to the wing. Back to Cunningham. And it's in there.
You got to have poise and you got to have body control, and Cunningham displayed both on that play.
Here's Castle. Pass to Bull. They need this. And that one is good.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Now, here's Cunningham. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Here's McGrady. 6-point game. Pass to Castle. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Coming onto the floor, your Pistons.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pistons leading by 6. Cunningham for 3. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Castle. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Now here's Thompson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Duren a screen. Ivy with the bucket.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
McGrady outside. Bull, that's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Here's Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either. The Magic trailed by 4. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Thompson.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Ivy. Rebound by the Magic. Outside Rose. Over in the corner, Green. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Rose in the post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Double team on Rose. Here's Christie. Off target with his 3.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Here's Cunningham. It's deflected. Outside Rose. Pass to Green. Takes the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pass to Duren. Will it go? And Duren slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Winslow. Outside, Green. And here's Rose. And Rose throws it down.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
Here's Thompson. Got a piece of it. He gets it up. And that one released in time, but no good. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Now, here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Christie. This one for 3. The rebound by Ivy. And Detroit has possession. Nice move. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Count that one. And the Magic lead by 1.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Personal foul. Team second. Substitution.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Johnson.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
From outside the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. Now Meng pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That one goes. Count it. Castle's got his second basket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. to Johnson. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And the 3 ball is good. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level. And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Johnson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Double team on Rose. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. A shot by McGrady, no good. Down low. Here's Richards. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Richards got it all tied up now for Detroit.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And stolen by Ivy. Johnson outside. And they recover it. The layup missed. Outside Rose. Back to McGrady. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Bull. Pistons trail by 6. Back to Thompson. Going inside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Rose looking around. Double team on Rose. To the middle. Here's Bull. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Christie. Holland with the rebound.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And that one's good. Richards got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Cunningham showing off his eye for finding openings. Nice feed.
1:37 left in the first half. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Pistons trailing. There's Holland. On the wing, Thompson. To the paint. Here's Richards. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Teammates gotta love playing with Cade Cunningham. I mean, this guy plays so unselfish, on time, on target passing.
A 3 ball gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:06 left to play in the first half. Lays it up off the glass.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. Rose double team to the wing right side. Here's Christie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now, here's Cunningham. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 5. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Back to Rose. Pass to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. They kick it out to Green. There's Winslow. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Pistons trail by 8. They swipe it. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Holland. Here's Thompson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Magic leading by 6. McGrady outside. Pass to Bull. Here's Castle. Covered by Cunningham. Here's Holland. A finish. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that one.
At the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. And so here's Orlando. Inside. Here's Yao. And finished off by Yao.
And just what we want to see from Yao. Setting solid screens and helping out.
Here's Holland. And Bull sends it back. Stripped it away. A floater. Orlando grabs the miss. Pass to McGrady. Now Yao. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist.
Timeout.
And it's a 9-point Magic lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Cunningham. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. For Orlando, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And Cade with a great job just surveying the defense that time, finds the open man.
Pass to Castle. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Castle's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Thompson. The kick out to Hill. Here's Holland. Just 5 to shoot. Yao with the block.
At 7'6", Yao is a huge shot blocking threat. Got to be careful shooting when he's roaming nearby.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Olden. David.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. B.A., thank you. Here's Cunningham, and then Cunningham with the dunk.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
In the corner, Lively with it. And it's Rose penetrating from deep. Green. And they'll get another chance. Another shot. And that one drops. Christie's got 7 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
What a basketball journey for Simone Fontecchio. I love saying that name, Brent. Moving at 14 to chase his dream.
Well, Kevin, your accent is so good. How could you not want to say that name? Yes, of course. Hailing from Italy, this guy played at the top levels in Europe, and at the age of 27, finally made his way over to realize his dream of being an NBA player. This guy is skilled, and he's making some great adjustments to find a role in this league.
Pistons trailed by 9. It's stolen by Rose. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Christie. No good on the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Magic leading by 9. On its way from Rose for 2. Pass to Christie. Green with the ball. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 6 to shoot. And here's Rose. Covered by Cunningham. A look from Rose. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He's got 13.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Now here's Green. Right wing. Here's Christie. No good from outside.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Ivy on the wing. Here's Cunningham. And he banks in the layup. Cunningham's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Rose. They kick it out to Green. Here's Christie. Sinks the triple. Christie's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando. Pass to Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Christie. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
The defense has to be besides themselves there. Terrific shot to close out the court.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Magic leading by 13. Yao with it. Here's Castle. Fires the 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Ivy. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ivy's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Detroit. Here's Castle. McGrady outside. That one good for 2. And the Magic lead by 13.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Out to the wing. Here's Castle. Offline with his three. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Johnson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons. Here's Castle. McGrady outside. Sweet move. Over to the left wing. Here's Yao. And Yao slams it in.
Defense can't deal with Yao's size inside. They just don't know what to do.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. Coach not happy with the team. He told him, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listen, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Castle. Back to Yao. They double-team Yao. Here's McGrady. Detroit with the rebound. Here's Thompson. Takes it inside. Here's Durant. Pass to Ivy. Tries again. And Bull pulls it down. Magic leading by 9. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's McGrady. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. McGrady's got 4 points this quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And he makes that one.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Castle. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Castle's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Hill has the open look. Hits it from three-point range.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Here's Castle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
I agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
That's a pretty slick dribble move from the big guard in Cunningham. That's how you create some separation.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Castle. So the wing on the left. Pass to McGrady. Now Bull. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Yao. Knocks it loose. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. McGrady left side. Pass to Castle. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Castle. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duren. Fires away from outside. They retain possession. Here's Castle. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. They get it back. And so it's Orlando winning this one. They seek